Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Convention Championship game. Uh, for those of you who are just joining in with us, let me pull up the standings for how the group play ended. So, Fellowship of the Swing, which is my team, ended up taking 2 of the 3 games pretty solidly. And then for second place, we had a bit of a race. On day one, the White Plains Kingfishers and the 1899 Cleveland Spiders played to a draw. And today, in the last game, it was a race for both of these teams who would end up 1 1 and 1 on run differential. And the White Plains Kingfishers, who are built as a fireball pitching first roster, uh, ended up coming away just 1 run ahead to sneak into the championship game. So the Fellowship of the Swing is a slugger based team. And thank you very much to all our competitors in making this a very fun little tournament here. But we are going to get started with the final game. So I'm going to bring over the championship page. So finish getting things set up here. The White Plains Kingfishers. Spice, I put your team together.
All right.
Okay.
Where is it? One sec.
Yep. I'm going to pull the screen to do all the stuff that I need here. To make sure that I can see the dice rolls and play this out. And we can use general dice again. So White Plains.
All right, here it is. The final showdown.
All right. So we'll have Vito Pioli leading off against Frodo Baggins on the mound. Frodo Baggins got a very decisive 4-0 win in the first game. But today he will start it off by allowing a run on allowing a hit on a roll of 20. Hit table result of 9 for a single. Vito Pioli leads it off in fashion. All right. Hiram Beer, 68, will pop it out to the center fielder for out number 1. Wang Hu up to the plate. 39. Another flyout. Nelson Herzog up to the plate. Did you roll that one?
One second, I need to check something. I'm gonna deal with Vito Pioli first.
Okay. D8 roll comes up with a 6 for a stolen base. All right. So now Nelson Herzog.
Where do you mark stolen bases?
In the columns
Ah, never
over
mind.
the
I see
data.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put it there. 45.
Nope. All right, looks like you're up.
Yep. Here we are. So we have Legolas leading off for the Fellowship. All right. And Emmanuel Neal, who I think this is their appearance in this tournament, right? Uh,
Yep.
very,
Emmanuel Neal, I was saving for this.
very strategic bullpen usage by White Plains. 34. That will be a ground ball. Next up, we have Boromir. Who will fly it out to right field. And then we have Aragorn. We'll keep it on the ground right to the second baseman. And that will be a 1-2-3 for Emmanuel Neal. Top of the second.
All right. This is going to be interesting.
Parks and Gui.
Fly out.
Up, down, right into Eowyn of Rohan in center field. .43 ground ball to first base for Benito Leonardi. Marco Calavetto up to the dish.
That's another ground out.
Another ground out. So last time these teams met, there were 3 runs scored in the first 2 innings. Let's see if the Fellowship can can put some runs on the board here with Gimli, Son of Gloin. Roll a 19. That will be a hit, right? Yes. Roll of 6 adds 2 to it for P++. And that will be a single to start off the second. He is going to steal.
All right, go ahead.
He takes a sign. They toss him to second. And he makes it. Runner on second. Okay, Samwise Gamgee. P++. 98. Flies out to shallow center. Will not give Gimli the chance to advance. Next up, we have Eowyn, subbing in for Gandalf the Grey. Ground ball to the first baseman on 53. Does that allow an advance? Because that's to the right of the infield. Runners on second do advance. So that will allow Gimli to sneak over to third on that play. Now Peregrine took with no outs remaining and facing off against a PD20 with a chance. And Neal ends it with a strikeout, putting an end to the threat, leaving runner stranded
That's Neal.
and leaving the runner stranded. Top of
I
the
would like to
third.
do something. I would like to do something novel. I would like to take Tapia out of the game.
Okay.
I would like to sub in Wally Miles, who is a righty.
Okay. Move Tapia down to the bench.
All right, moment of truth. No, that is not a moment of truth. That is a moment of ground out.
Wally Miles puts one on the ground. Easily scooped up by Peregrine Took. Steps on the bag for a ground out. Manuel Neal.
That is a fly out from the pitcher.
Fly that one out. Vito Polio. Or Vito Pioli.
Yeah, polio is something.
My apologies.
You are all good, and that's a fly out.
Eyes it out. That will bring us to the bottom of 3. Mariotic Brandy Buck. There will be contact on that with a 12, 14, 15 with the P+. Single, no defense. On. Mariatic is going to try and yeah, we're going to go with the steal option. He's off. 5, wait. What's your catcher? D plus catcher. Okay. So I should be adding a -1 to these. It hasn't impacted either of them, thankfully. But
Yes.
so just barely beats out the tag to put Mariatic on second. Frodo Baggins is going to go for the bunt then.
All right.
D6 lays it down. Hit of a 5. Lead runner advances batter out. So ground out, which will move Mariatic and bring Legolas up to the plate, where we're going to try a second bunt to squeeze him home. Result of a 4, all runners or all batters, lead runner advances batter out. So 2 sacrifice bunts will bring Mariatic Brandybuck home. And some very selfless play for the Fellowship to put him on the board 1-0. Boromir Gondor now up to the plate. And Emmanuel says, enough of this nonsense, strikes him out to end the inning. After 3, Fellowship 1, Kingfishers 0. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3 innings for Frodo. So another one here will move him up to that D20. Hiram Beer at the plate.
All right. Hiram Beer, it flies out. Wong Hu goes up.
Solid contact on that. Goes to Peregrine. Goes between the Hobbit's legs. That's an error. Wang Hu is standing on second with one out.
Wong Hu is going to steal.
Third, I do not have any modifiers on my guys, so the S plus and the third base cancel. And he makes the grab.
All right.
Wang Hu on third with one out.
I would like Nelson Herzog to bunt.
Here comes the bunt. Oh, disaster. Lead runner out.
Yep.
Nelson will make it to first. So, fun rule. In Deadball Jr., a 1 on a bunt is a double play.
There's a Deadball Jr.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess you'll
cool.
have to go back and, for everyone watching the VOD, you'll just have to go back to last night's lightning round of homebrew to hear about the stuff we've been doing with that.
And a strikeout.
Park Segway strikes out to end the threat and bring us to the bottom of 4. Aragorn up to bat. "13 scoreless innings for Frodo Baggins this tournament." Comebacker to the pitcher for Aragorn to ground out. Gimli, Son of Gloin. That will also be a comebacker to the pitcher. Lobbed over to first on an easy play. Samwise. We'll just skip the pitcher entirely and put it right to the first baseman. Park Sung-gu steps on the bag, ends the 4th inning. Fellowship 1, Kingfisher 0. Benito Leonardi coming up to the plate.
That is a flyout.
Marco
Is it a
Calavera.
12 or a 20 for your pitcher?
He should still be at 12. In Ancient, it's 3 perfect innings before you can get
Yep, that is a ground out.
And Wally Miles up to the plate.
All right.
And 1, 2, 3 go the Kingfishers to bring the Fellowship back to the plate. Eowyn takes the mound. BD12. Ground ball to short. Peregrine took, facing the D20. Roll of 100 for a strikeout. Meriatic Brandybuck. 2 outs. Makes contact. Roll of an 8. Hit roll of an 8. +1 to make it 9. Single. Frodo Baggins is going to take to the plate for this, getting right-handed. And that is a second strikeout for Emmanuel Neal. That will bump him up to a 20. For 2 strikeouts.
All right.
Bottom of the 5th, once again scoreless. 5 innings in the books. Still the Fellowship 1, Kingfisher 0. Emmanuel Neal up to bat. Very solid plate discipline for O'Neill. But he will swing at that one. He will send it high, and it will land in the outfielder's glove. Fly out. Not that it matters much, but Vito Pioli also
Ground out.
this one out. Hiram Beer. Roll of a 64. That goes over to Boromir. Throws it to Berrigan. That is the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th, top of the order coming up for the Fellowship. Legolas first, facing a white-hot Emmanuel Neal. The flyout. Boromir Gondor. Puts it on the ground to Park. Will step on the bag for the 2nd out. Aragorn following up. We'll send that the other direction to 3rd base, but it'll still not beat the throw. 1, 2, 3 for Neal, and we enter the 7th. Wang Hu up to bat. Puts it on the ground right to Took, who will step on the bag. Ground out. G3. Nelson Herzog next. Hits it to left. Tracking it is Brandybuck. Makes the grab. 2 outs. Park Sung-gi. Ground out to first base again. 1, 2, 3 inning. That would bring Frodo Baggins up to a 20, but he will drop right back down to a 12 with 7 innings pitched.
No, he won't. This is the ancient era.
After 7, and every inning pitched past 7, he'll go down.
But you're in the seventh inning.
Yeah, yeah. So like right now he would go up to 20, and then we'll go back down. At the start of the 8, he would go back down, I guess.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just leave him. Bottom of the 7th. Gimli Sundergloin. Looking for an insurance run here. PD20. Flies that out to right field. Samwise Gamgee. Ground ball to the second baseman. Makes the throw. Gotta fix a little bug here. Aowen. Easy ground ball to Parks and B. That is a 1-2-3 again for the Kingfishers. That brings us to the 8th inning. Benito Leonardi up to bat. And that will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Marco Calavetto. He makes solid contact on that. Hits it deep. Doubles up. No! It's a grab by the right fielder Gimli on a defense roll of 12.
So it's a flyout?
Yeah, it's a flyout. An incredible grab steals the hit. And Wally Miles will ground it to Frodo to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Neil will drop back down to a 12. Still the only man who seems to be suited for this job, though.
Yes, I would like him to stay in.
Yep. Especially considering Peregrine took the lone lefty in this fellowship lineup. And he'll strike out the Hobbit. One away.
How did they even strike out the Hobbit? The strike zone is so small.
It's pretty incredible. That's just the
Well,
kind of precision Emmanuel Neal brings to the game.
true.
Mariatic Brandy Buck. Off the hands, over to the shortstop. Brings it over to first for the second out. And Frodo Baggins coming up here. .27, he gets hit. Neil trying to go inside on him. Makes contact with the Hobbit. Will land, take a painful trip to first. Now we'll bring up
I would like
Legolas.
to intentionally walk Legolas.
You're gonna walk him? Okay.
Yep.
Legolas takes the nod. Runners on first and second now. Boromir of Gondor coming up now. And on a 30 will be struck out.
Yep.
Leaving 2 runners stranded and keeping Neil at the D12 going into the 9th. Frodo Baggins has dropped to a D8 in the top of the 9th. Kingfishers here to their last run.
Ground out.
Neil will ground out. 2 outs remain for the Kingfishers. Vito Pioli will ground that one to Peregrine Took. Hiram Beer at the last out. Ground ball picked up by second base, thrown to first. And that is the ball game. Fellowship 1, Kingfishers 0.
That was fun.
That was ancient era.
I should have bunted on at least on Hiram. I should have bunted on Hiram. But it's okay. Hindsight 2020.
Yeah, that's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. If there ever was one.
Yep. Good game.
Good game. Okay, I'm going to invite Beard up here. If he's ready to do the sort of the closing remarks. People are gathering up for that. Feels weird to put a congratulations, but well, all right. Let's get this out of the way. Closing ceremonies. Okay.
Great tournament, Spice. I know it wasn't end how you wanted, but great job making it to the championship
I had
and
fun.
then
That's
putting up
what
a good
matters.
fight.
Yeah.
So, welcome into the closing ceremonies. Average of 3.8 runs per game for the tournament. That makes sense for ancient era, truly.
Yep.
It was called the Deadball era for a reason.
I think
We were waiting.
I was gonna say the
Go
last
ahead.
game ending with the last game having the only run scored being a error followed by a stolen base followed by 2 bunts. I think that sells it how it's supposed to be played.
Yes.
So, and by the way, I will be deferring the pennant from Acres to Spice. By the way, it feels weird being one of the people running the con and then also
Yes.
winning. I
Didn't
did
tell
not
you a
think
joke.
that I didn't think that was going to be the case with the tournament this year
With the power team.
with the power team.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
We're currently waiting on one other member of the mod team to officially wrap it up, but I feel if they don't show up in, would you say, like 5 minutes, Scotch, we can probably call it anyways.
Yeah, I think we'll give them a little bit of time here.
Because we ran very quickly today as opposed to what we were kind of expecting.
Yep.
But, that's how things go sometimes. So for Hero Lover and Badger, what do you guys think of the tournament? Did you enjoy it? Would you play again?
Yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, always nice to meet people. We had a little bit smaller crowd this year for the convention, but it's still a good way to meet other people in the community. Yep, as long as scheduling works out, that's always uh, the big sell here, or the big
Yeah.
trouble.
I have to put my arm around you for sitting on the thigh.
Well, the trick is it's either during football playoffs or during baseball season. Maybe
Yes.
well, it's something that we're gonna talk about for sure though, because we would like to see a bigger turnout next year. I think.
We could potentially do it during spring training. That's also an idea. Something we hadn't, I don't know that we considered, but that's an idea for sure. I think one of the reasons, at least initially, we didn't consider that is that's about when the two leagues here on the server start getting their information and trying to ramp up their games.
Well, that might be a good idea though. Counterpoint because it'll be able to grab the folks who are playing.
Actively playing,
Yeah,
yes. That's a good suggestion.
roll it right into the WBC. All right. Okay, I think we want to just.
Yeah, I think Yawatog's a little busy, and Solo said that he is busy as well. So I think to not keep everyone else who's here any longer, um, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Uh, I want to say thank you so much for those of you who participated in any form, whether it was playing in the tournament, showing up to the keynote speakers. I know both of them have reached out to both Scotch and myself and said they had a fantastic time and they would consider coming back. So, thank you all. Scotch, do you have any words?
No, it was a fantastic time. I loved a chance to get to play and talk to everybody again. I know the last year and this year I've been really struggling to keep up with everyone on the server, but it's good to have a just dedicated time to come back out and play and get to talk to everyone about their projects. I think that's something we maybe should we'll consider going forward too, is doing a seasonal homebrew night
Mm-hmm.
every few months. Let people come and share their spreadsheets and their house rules. That will be fun.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. Well, thank you all. And normally this is the part where I would say please drive home safely, but hopefully you're
I
already there. And have
say I will. I'll add in what I usually put on whenever I make a post on the subreddit. May the dice ever be in your favor. Have a good weekend, everybody.